Alright everyone, we're back. Hope you enjoyed the clips. I only saw some of them because we were on delay and I had to stop in the middle, but I want to watch the clips. No, we are going to watch some games. So we are already setting up with Lumia versus Salivanth on Dreamcatcher. And yep, we start the game and get right back into it. I got another glass of water. I forgot how, like, solo casting like just dries your mouth. Something insane. Not meant to get too personal about it, but you know, I'm just sharing my life. Alright, everyone, welcome to Dreamcatcher LE. Now, what does LE stands for? I hear you asking, and I shall answer that it stands for legally Europe. Legally Europe. That's when you're not exactly in Europe, but legally you are. How do you know if you're legally in Europe? If you're in the Eurovision Song Contest, you're in Europe. That's how it goes. Anyway, in the southeast of Dreamcatcher will be from Team All Inspiration, our own favorite friend of the Quacky Ducklings, the Pink Terran, Lumia. And in the northwest, from Psionic Aftermath, it's another one. It's a blue Protoss. It is Salivanth. Now, both of these former champions of the SDO tournament both played each other, have a bit of a rivalry going on. Also, Salivanth from Sonic Aftermath. So was Faith, who lost the previous game. Now, Salivanth was watching that entire series on stream. So, he pretty much knows what Lumia's strategies are, and yeah, he's already setting something cheeky of his own over here on this side of the map. Well, Lumia is opening up with a standard opening. Getting a solid wall in. Factory. No 2-1-1 just yet. Double robo. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy, Salivanth. You sneaky, sneaky Australian. You. Oh boy. You just... I'm better as an Australian word to describe this, right? And I see Lumia is already taking a bunker, two bunkers up on the high ground. He did get the scout on the other side of the map. He sees the weirdness of things. He sees the lack of a second pylon. He knows there's something coming. Still doesn't know what, but he's getting prepared. He's gonna get the double... Ooh, double Widow Mine. I like that. I like that. Either double Cyclone, which is extremely powerful, or the double Widow Mine production. They're cheap, they're quick to build. You can, by the time this comes, you can set up 2 or 4 of these all around in all sorts of places and just bait whatever the portal sends his way into this. Yep, there you go. They burrow inside. And there we go. This Immortal is already down to half of his health. Does get to clean up this base, but the that's not as juicy a connection, but still, yeah, these Immortals are already low on health, and there's no Warp Prism just yet to try and juggle them. It is on the way, and the backup Immortal. I am worried that Salivanth is not making any other units though. Sorry, Lumia. Not making any other units. He's just getting the Widow Mines, and you know, those are workable, especially with the Warp Prism. If Sullivan is clutch in his work, in his micro, he can really dodge these shots. Also, he has an Observer now. Oh boy. Yeah. Yeah, I think Lumia overcommitted to the Widow Mines. They were very good opening defense for this, but they might not be enough. The Banshee is going to be great, but oh, Widowmine almost getting the Warp Prism, but not enough. One shot is just not enough. This attack is still going on. The Banshee will take a while to clean it. And with this Stalker here, the Banshee itself might get cleaned up. Loki's just about to finish. Yep. So that's going to be helpful. I still like this for Lumia. I think he can still very much recover from this if he's careful. He's gotta focus this Immortal though. Now Clock isn't exactly useful because there's an Observer. Which wasn't because... Oh, I sorry. I completely missed the 3 Immortals on the log round. Yeah, Lumia really can't break this. No, Sullivan is moving out. Is he going... Ah. I think he's setting up Lumia to go, hey, you know what? I'm finished with this. This didn't work out. You can set up your base here. I don't have any Immortals anymore. I just have 5 of them. And he's giving a surprise! Immortals. There we go. I like the scan to get the Observer, but Sullivan immediately starts another one. And yeah, this base has to go back. It's actually on fire. Observer is just about to come out. This Banshee, these 2 Banshees. One of them actually has run out of energy. It just it can't even look. But good micro from Lumia. He's pushing the army back. He's gotta keep this attack going as much as he can. And now he's sending the Banshee across the map. Yeah, actually, now that I think about it, I'm surprised they didn't send the Banshee earlier. Just one of them to Sullivan's base, because it really wasn't doing any damage on that side of the map. This Widow Mine is not enough. This is too much of a beefy army. And Cyclones, that's against 6 Immortals. 6 Immortals just one-shot everything. It's just not going to work. The boys are pulled. Yeah, I think Lumia is down here. Banshee on the other side of the map gets denied. And yeah, I think that's it for Lumia. One orbital command goes down. And all of his productions is down. He's down to 4 workers. Yeah, I think it's pretty much over. That's why I was just there thinking, alright, what can I do to break this on the next game? This is my time to think. Alright, GG's gold, Sullivan, taking the first point in this best of 3. Whew. Yeah, very nice on Sullivan. This double immortal proxy is it's a powerful one, and I do like the Widow Mines, the Widow Mine play against the first 2 immortals. It's very, very effective, but once it builds up beyond that, once the Warp Prism comes in, unless you manage to somehow get the Warp Prism, they're not going to trade well. Just because of the fact that they're not reusable. They become visible once they shoot, so you're going to get sniped down. All you have to do is bait 1 shot, and that's it. And you know, immortals. If any unit can bait shots, it's an immortal. All right. Second map will be Catalyst, as Lumia's picks that again. Did pretty well on that map last time against the Protoss. Right, let's get everyone in here. And let's see if Lumia goes for... Last time we went for a standard build here. We just pushed aggressively with 5 barracks A. Right, we're ready. Everyone's ready. And we should go in. Oh, and yeah, Terran Lord is right in chat. Tanks. You need the tanks. Yes. Alright, everyone. Welcome back to Catalyst. LE, of course, stands for legit emptiness. Legit emptiness. You know, things are empty, but legitimately. Sullivan, welcome to Catalyst. LE. LE stands for Limburger Epiphany. Okay. We have a confirmation from Sullivan. This is Limburger Epiphany. Alright. In the southeast will be from All Inspiration, the Pink Terran, Lumia. What is a Limburger anyway? Yeah, it's a type of cheese. And in the northwest, talking about cheeses, it is the blue Protoss, not the purple Protoss, the blue Protoss, currently up 1 in the series from Psionic Aftermath, Sullivan! Metal cheeses. No. Limburger, of course, is one of the stinky cheeses, so... So yeah, Sullivan would know about stinky cheeses. That last one was the double immortal. I like the double immortal. So it always makes for very dynamic, action-packed games. All right. Probably being very annoying, but other than that, not going to do much. Sullivan's opening very standardly. Lumia as well. But as you've seen, Lumia opened up standard last time on Catalyst, and then switched over to 5 racks, which is, you know, pumping of good units. A lot of man with gun, and we know that man with gun is OP. Yeah, and he's getting the second barracks all the way to the back. So as it does not get easily scouted. And the Reaper looking for proxies. And the Probe don't want to die to any Limburgers. That's it. You know what? It should have had. Sullivan should have cheesed, and Lumia should have discovered it, and then I would have been able to use the Limburger Epiphany in a sentence, right? Because he found the cheese, discovered it. Yeah, guided? Yeah. Sullivan, no sense of drama. All right. Yeah, so both of them are going to go for much. Oh, Lumia is going for the 3-1-1. He's not going to go up to 4 racks before getting the factory this time. He's going to get a factory for possibly a tank, and I hope for Medivacs. Because last game he did on Catalyst against Faith, Medivacs would have been so handy. So yeah, I think, you know, even though I am a proponent of the Marine Marauder no Medivac push, you know, all I ever got was Legacy of the Void, not Legacy of the Void, Wings of Liberty, Gold League. That's where Gold League casting comes from, and then that's why, because I'd never made Medivacs or tanks, just Marines and Marauders. So as much as I'm a fan of that build, you know, for good play you do need Medivacs. They're handy. Yeah, he's getting the star point this time. Now Sullivan was ready for this. He's got the shield batteries on. He's got enough to defend this initial push. But once steam kicks in, along with the concussive shells, which are probably finished, and the Medivacs, which get scouted here by Sullivan. Ooh, still got a good scout. He sees the buildings on Lumia's side and goes, "Oh, you're going to have Medivacs. You're not going to be as aggressive as a 5 Rex player." Sullivan's going for the Colossi much earlier than Faith does. He wants to counter this bio build. Counter it hard. Getting the thermal lance. It's gonna be powerful. He's also getting ground armor, which is very good because it gives the units slightly longer to live, to survive the steam marine pushes. A Lucy Scout going to catch it. See the third command center as well. Now Sullivan is probably going to lose this base. Lumia should be able to snipe it right quick. Yeah, force fields are good, but no, he's not sticking around to focus the base. Sees the Colossus and just backs off. Ooh, I like that. Setting up the Widow Mine. Come on, just my army. It's the juicy army. It's right here. Come on, choose Jason. Checking to make sure there's no observer. It's good. Or, you know, making sure that the army is still here while his 2 drops or 2 Medivacs are sneaking towards the main base. Now Sullivan should see. Wait a minute, there aren't any Medivacs here. Where are they? Well, they're here. We're going to catch this Colossus while it's on move command from the rally point. Saved by the shield battery. Right. You know what? Forget the Colossus. I'll get the robotic bay. And now you can't make Colossus. You can't make them at all. Alright? Sullivan not even remaking that. He's going to go straight for the Twilight Council and yeah, he's not remaking that robotics bay. I think he's thinking now that the Colossus is exposed, maybe he should just switch to something else. No, he's going to get 1 Colossus done before it was started before the robotics bay was destroyed. This drop still doing a bit of damage. Do we have any proc? Oh, we do have some proc kills. 6 proc kills so far in the game. We don't have the game heart interface, I think. No, we don't. Right. There's another drop already set up here next to the natural. I think Lumia is just waiting for this army to move out and clear the place. And if this place is empty, these Medivacs are just going to drop into that 3rd base and raise it to the ground. Yeah, Lumia scanning for observers this time. Yeah, Faith had a very good observer positioning in the games we saw. He always had good eyes on what Lumia was doing. And he had observers in locations around the bases to catch drops. Here he doesn't really have one. And I think Lumia, yeah, is just going to set up this drop, probably send it into the main, hope for this army to move out, and then drop this. This unit is just lazy, just sitting playing cards in the medevac, or eating pizza. That's the Carbots animation thing. Yeah, we're eating pizza and watching Oprah. That's that's what Marine Marauders do inside a medevac. Oh, this job is going to get caught. One medevac doesn't even get to unload. The other one almost gets to unload. But Marine Marauder, good unit. They're going to clean this up. We might even get this pylon. Sartos's pylon is powering too much. Lumia isn't focusing it. Sullivan is not drawing his forces from the third base, though. Alright, where did this medevac come from? Did he have three medevac? I completely missed that. Sorry. I thought he had two. Alright. Still, this attack didn't really do any damage, serious damage, and Sullivan just gets to take up to High Templars. It's going to get Blink. That's a little late for that, but I guess he just wants to have the options. Maybe to snipe medevacs, maybe to just have it there. Ooh, he's setting up a fourth base right under Lumia's medevacs, and there we go. Bam, 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 bam. Lumia actually is only dropping one medevac there. The other one, he keeps tucked away. Yeah, he wants the army to move, and now he can drop somewhere else. Oh, ooh, nice feedback. Now this medevac finally gets to drop on the third, force a few warpins, and then try and fly away to the natural. There's already a tower cannon here, and some High Templars. Ooh, they're slow warping. They're going to get sniped. But the cannon is going to destroy them. No! Medevac survives! One more shot should have ended that. And now they're going to get at least some probes. That's 26 probes dead so far in these two attacks. That is good damage. That is very nice damage. So now Sullivan, who had his fourth delayed, and a lot of his workers deaded, is behind. He still has a very beefy, scary army, and he's using it just in that way. He's marching across the map. It's a lot of storms. That's 9 Templars, 9 High Templars. A lot of them are almost full of energy. That is a ton of storms. Lumia's bio is just going to melt if he's not careful. The Liberators are sieging up, but there's just enough stalkers to clean them out before they can do too much damage. The storms! Danny boy! The storms are coming! Oh! No! Oh no! Yeah! Still a few Liberators to siege up here, but this base should be cleaned up. And the Colossus with range all the way at the back of the army where they should be. Just Colossus with range just becomes such a great siege unit for Protoss. It's always standing at the back of the army. It's so good, so good. Lumia is trying to run around this, but again, he's stuck without medevacs. And yeah, this army is so low on health. Just one storm is, then all of this is gone. Come on. How's the weather? How's the weather, Sullivan? Yeah, I think this is going to be GG. Oh boy. Lumia looked good there for a second, but they did not respect the Protoss ball of death, of doom, and destruction. And now we see the blink coming into play. No, I was hoping to see one blink, at least, before the game is over. Yeah, this orbital command is about to burn down. There's nothing to fix it. Lumia is just he's making last stands, but Sullivan's just still has too much. Still has double the armor supply. He's out of his bank. However, he's mining on 4 bases, so you know he'll have time to recover. Oh, the soldiers are coming in from the back. And yeah, this is going to get cleaned up quickly. He's not taking the liberators. Oof. Oh, he's down to 1 Colossus. But yeah, GG, good luck. And Sullivan takes the series 2-0. Wow. Oof. That was some good games. Oh boy. Oh boy. No wonder Lumia was so afraid to to encounter Sullivan here. Right, so Sullivan will go up to the semi-final to meet Mittenhauer, who won 2-0 versus 2 Xavier. On the other side of the semi-finals, we have Emin versus Vinxis. Oh boy, it's the defending champion versus the former champion. There's some. This is a great bracket. I love it. I love it. All right. Hold on. Now let's see. We started about almost 2 hours, so we still have a lot of time. So I guess we will. Oh. All right, one semi-final already started. So yeah, we're going to continue with Sullivan and Mittenhauer. I would have liked to cast Eminus versus Vinxis actually. All right. Yeah, they're not here. It looks like they started already. All right, so we'll cast Mittenhauer versus Sullivan. All right. I'm just trying to see what kind of setup we want to make. Probably let Sullivan. Probably should let Sullivan set up because. So we get a good server. Okay. Do we see who's? Yeah, exactly what I was asking. What is Mittenhauer's in-game name? Because we don't see them here. All right, Sullivan is asking for a couple of minutes. And we're also looking for Mittenhauer. Yeah, I would have liked to see Emin versus Vinxis. A little Master Swan Open Derby here. The two currently only 2 Master Swan Open champions. Which another PvT, by the way. Is the PvT tournament. All our Zergs have disappeared. um, oh, okay, so he's here. It's called Sun. Right, so we'll have Sullivan set up the lobby and cross your Ethernet cables in hope and in aspiration for a good server connection. Right. Yakuzako saying, is it wrong that I kinda want Mittenauer to become the next contender? What? Yeah, it's wrong. why would you wish that on someone? And also, why? Because you want the... I'm trying to think if you thought of a pun to say here, or you just being your own shenanigans self. Mittenauer answering, are you making fun of my boy Sue? No, we're not making fun of Sue at all. Actually, I'm still thinking that the Kashim prophecy will come to pass. Since Kashim broke the meme of contender by getting a Ducklings Open Championship. That is the sign that Sue this year will break the curse. I still believe. First season didn't go too well, but yeah, you know. It's yeah, this Saturday is his group, right? Is in Group B, if I remember correctly. It's a nightmarish group, let's be honest, but I still hope. I still see it. The Kashim prophecy. Mm-hmm. Right. Right. Shall we maybe play the first set of clips again, or nah? Right. No. I'll just sit here and babble to myself about nothing. Maybe I'll babble about how hot it is here today. It's nice and sunny, but really hot and sweaty. Is that what you want us to talk about? Yeah. That's where I'm going. That's where I'm going. Kashim, what happened to Kashim? Kashim, he got Masters, didn't he? He won the SDO championship once, and then he got Masters and got disqualified from attending. Now, why is it here on the Master Swan Open? Good question. Good question. Maybe you should ask Kashim, since you know, he's the one qualified to answer. All right. So, yeah, Sullivan's back. We're going to try and aim for a good server. Sullivan is in Australia, and Sun, otherwise known as Mittenauer, is from the US. So we're going to try and aim for Western US, Western NA. All right, so game 1 will be US West, game 2 Australia, game 3 US West. Okay. All right. Assuming we can actually get the surface that we want. I mean, that's a big assumption. Right. Now we get that set up. We get set up in the lobby. Still going on. And our first map will, of course, be Acid Plant. That's the map spawn for this bracket for the semifinals. Acid Plant, of course, by now a standard map. Everyone knows it. I was about to say everyone likes it, but I'm assuming not everyone likes it. Right, let's see. Yeah, Mitzenauer, by the way, writing for Team Liquid, or the Liquipedia. Not Liquid, Team Liquid. It's in my mind, it's the same. They're not the same. it's what I use the Team Liquid Wikia for. The Liquipedia. Right, we're ready, and yeah, we'll just get into the game, and I can stop babbling about nothing and start babbling about StarCraft. All right, everyone. Welcome to the Western United States server on Acid Plant LE. And let's see what Sullivan stands for us. LE stands for Learned Erudition. Learned Erudition. No, LE stands for Lexical Education. Lexical Education. Yeah? Yeah? For the linguists among you. Gotcha. In the southeast will be our blue Protoss. All the way from Australia, from Team Psionic Aftermath, it is Sullivan. And on the northwest, from... We don't have it anywhere. No, that's that last... No. We pinned last week's list from Booty. It is the Yellow Zerg Sun, otherwise known as Mitzenauer, who has a picture of... Is that minus Cyrus? I'm thinking, maybe? Well, I don't know what the kids... I don't know what the kids watch these days. That's... I don't know. Right, we have a proxy hatchery, if you're into that sort of thing. We haven't seen that in a while. Blisk, where's Blisk? Blisk is running around the woods of Europe on a backpacking trip, on a cross-country trip. And yeah, it looks like Sun is going to rise up to the challenge. Get it? Sunrise, because sunrise. Now, at least he's pretending like his hatchery is being delayed by the probe, so that's good. not letting Sullivan on the trick. We got the spine collars. We're going to start spreading creeps there. The queen is about to pop out, and even though the wall is up, this could be a very, very nasty push. He's about to start seeing the creep though. There we go. He sees the creep. The adept was already out on the map. Uh-oh, I don't think he sees it. I don't think he saw it. No, he should see it. He should... Now he sees the queen. The other adept is continuing on its way towards the base. There's not much to defend there. But this adept and zealot will try to get here, but they're going to see the spine collars and back off. Where do we stand here? There's another spine crawler. Sullivan trying to shade out, trying to catch the back of this, because he really can't fight these spine crawlers with what he has, and I think this is going to be too much for him. His production is camped. This gateway is about to drop, possibly before that stalker comes out. No, actually, yeah, maybe. No, clutch time. There. Oh, yep. Stalker comes out. Actually survives. But Sullivan can just leapfrog these spines and get closer and closer and closer. Doesn't have to throw these Zerglings out to these adepts and stalkers. And yeah, with this back and forth, Sullivan just doesn't have any production to really do much. He's got an oracle out, but and there's not much anti-air for the sun, but just one queen would be enough. Yeah, there we go. Sun is a very, very cheeky opening. No, yeah. Whew. Now that's some Limburger. That's some stinky, stinky cheese. Proxy hatch, that was in poor taste, Terran Lord says. Yes. Ah, the smell of stinky cheese. This is the ground rule. The stinkier the cheese, the greater it tastes. Sullivan saying, I really should have predicted proxy hatch before gold base. Must be off my game today. Oh boy. Oh boy. I hope Mitzenhauer doesn't find out. Someone said Tsuyu is Miley Cyrus. Yeah, look, it's a surprise that I even know who Miley Cyrus is. Barely. Because, you know, definitely not my generation. Alright. So, it will be Sullivan's map pick. And it shall be. I just saw it, but then I clicked to join the lobby, and now I'm going to have to wait to be in the lobby until I can finish this sentence, and you will just have to sit there. It's going to be Catalyst. Gearberry. Yeah. Let's see which server. We're supposed to be Australia now, right? Yeah. Got to have to remake lobby. Yes, Sonic's Aftermath own Doctobus LE. No, actually, no, it doesn't stand for Ladder Edition. It stands for, what was it? Lexical Education. Come on, Lizzie, you've got this. Lizzie is the, I don't know if it's an Australian thing, but that's the nickname, oh no, it's a Psionic Aftermath thing, right? It's the in-team nickname for Sullivan. Lizzie. Don't I don't know. Don't ask, because I don't know. Alright. So we're setting up for the second game of this best of 3. Oh boy. Vinxis winning 2-0 against Emin. Oh boy. Last week's champion is already ousted. And Vinxis is waiting over there in the finals. For the final match of the day. Oh boy. Alright everyone, welcome back to Catalyst LE. LE, of course, stands for... Do you have any suggestions from Sullivan? No. He's too busy trying to win the game. It stands for Logic Enragement. Logic Enragement. That's when you get enraged about logic. No, too late, Sal. Too late. Welcome to Catalyst LE. LE stands for Luxembourgian exports. Luxembourgian exports, which are, I don't know, tax havens and I want to say cheese? Probably not. In the southeast, currently up 1 in the series. No, sorry. No. My bad. I mixed up the scores. Sorry. In the southeast will be from Psionic Aftermath. It is the Blue Protoss Sullivan. Who's pylon blocking our player to the northwest, currently up 1 in the series. From Bote, it is the Yellow Zerg Sun, otherwise known as Mitzenhauer. Yeah, he's choosing it on, yep, it's that time of year again. Wait, are you sure Blisk isn't just smurfing this? Oh boy. Oh boy. The Ducklings are already in. His son is not waiting for spines to pop out. He's not waiting for any creep spread. It's just in his face. The Steel Probe's dead already. The others are very low on health. 5 probes dead. This Zealot is about to also get kicked out. Oh boy. It's another Zealot getting chrono boosted. But Sun already did a lot of damage, and once this hatchery kicks in, it's going to have even more reinforcements here. Alright. Sullivan manages to seal up the wall, but there's Zerglings inside, running around, being shenaniganous. And he's already focusing the cybernetic score. Without it, there are no adepts, no stalkers, no ranged attacks. It's just stuck with running around after Zerglings with Zealots. He's going to get 1 stalker, no stalker, adept out. But this cybernetic score is about to go down. You know, Sun, he doesn't want the Zealots to reach him. He just wants it low on health so it can be sniped later on. In the meantime, he's content to just lower the health on the other buildings. But this is going to give Sullivan the chance to maybe get out another adept. 2 more, actually. Since the cybernetic score isn't sniped. Yeah, this spine crawler should do the rest. Yeah. And Sun doesn't really need to flood in at the moment. It just needs to slowly move with a spine, get another spine. Yeah, this is the same thing you did before, but much more aggressive. Oh boy. Immortal is getting chrono boosted, but gets depowered and immediately repowered. Sun really doesn't want that Immortal to come out. It's the one unit that can really get Sullivan back in the game. Nah, he gets the cancel on that. No, this wasn't the cancel. That was a destruction thinking.
on that gateway. With the Immortal in, we can finally start to clean things up a little. And he's still up in waters. Should notice Sullivan is. But yeah, all of his production is gone. Son with a very quick 2-0. Oh boy. This is... Alright, so, to remind you, the, oh! Lumia! Thank you for that resub, 5 months in a row. Go, go, Sullivan, he says. Too late. Too late. Sorry. Yep. Yes, subbing to the CranKy Ducklings lets you use our monthly emote, which is decided by the winner of the race of the winner of each month's Master Swan Open. So it's not going to be Terran today, this month. The Terran symbol is gone. Died with Lumia. But yeah, we might actually see the Zerg one being used. Sullivan is saying, well, all of us here in the MSO need to step up our game. I never imagined you'd get this far with one cheese build. Thought someone would have stopped you if that was the case, but I couldn't do it either. So what do I know? Yeah, look. You gotta count for the cheese. All right, so we're going to take a 5 minutes break, show you a new batch of clips. Well, the other batch was also new, but it was from last week. This one is from the past week. So we'll take a 5 minutes break, and when we'll be back, we shall be watching the final for today's tournament between Mitzenhauer and Vinxis.